Hi, guys. It's so great to talk to you. It's been a while. Hope you guys are staying nice and safe and healthy. So, what we're going to be doing today is continuing our talk about forensic anthropology. I do have some guest stars in the video. This is my kitty cat, Bill Bill, and this is my doggy, Koji. You can't really see him because he's facing away. He's very scruffy and needs to be groomed, but the groomers are closed. Okay, so those are our guest stars. They're going to help me out with this video, make sure I get everything right. So, forensic anthropology. So, scientists can use the skeleton to solve crimes. If you've ever seen the movie television show Bones, that's what they do. They find skeletons and they use those to identify people and solve crimes. It's a great show. If you've never seen it, then I would recommend going ahead and watching an episode or two. We would have watched an episode in class if we were there, because our project, if we were in class, was you guys would be coming up with an idea for another episode of Bones, another way that a skeleton could be used to solve a crime. So, unfortunately, the coronavirus has kind of put a crimp in those plans. So what we're going to do instead, I'm going to go through the bones and let you guys know the names of the bones. And then tomorrow, I'm going to actually go through parts of the lab. I'm going to show you some of the pictures of the bones and how they're used to find out things like the gender of the skeleton, the gender that that person was born with. Also, the height, the race, and the age. So, all of those things can be used to determine identity. Sometimes, cause of death is apparent in a skeleton, and sometimes it's not. It just depends on why the person died. You can look at previous breaks in bones. So if you've broken a couple different places in your, let's say, your thigh, and someone wants to know who you are, if you've had a broken bone there and it shows up on x-ray, or a plate, metal plate or something like that put in your bone, then that can be used to help identify who you are. A lot of times those plates will have serial numbers on them. I know you've probably seen that on TV, where they use those to trace the identity of the person. So you can learn a lot from a forensic standpoint by looking at the skeleton. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go away and hide for a little while, and I'm going to click present, and I'll show you what we're going to be looking at. Okay, here's the skeleton. So I'm going to go through and talk about which bone is which, but I'm going to let you guys guess before I actually click on the name of that bone and see if you know which bones are which. There's a word bank down here at the bottom, and this is not for a grade. It's just fun to see if you know what they are. So we're going to start at the top. So anybody know what this bone is? Hold your brain in. That's the cranium. Next bone, your neck bones here are called cervical vertebrae, because vertebrae are all of these bones in the spine, and they are named for where they are found in the spine. So they're all vertebrae, but where are they? And the cervical is what refers to the neck. The breastbone, commonly known as a breastbone, what name is that? It is the sternum. Okay, up here in your upper arm up here, that is the humerus, which is useful in determining the height of a person. Then you've got two bones here. The one that's on the pinky side is called the ulna. The one that's on the thumb side is called the radius. If you remember when we talked about fingerprints last semester, we talked about ulnar loops or radial loops. And that refers to whether or not the loop is open toward the pinky or the thumb. And then you've got the bones in the middle of your hand. Those are called carpals. Very important for movement, as are these. These are the metacarpals. And then your fingers are known as phalanges. All right, now we have the lowest part of the spine. A lot of times, if people are having low back pain, they've got a problem here. That is called the sacrum. Down here in your calf, you've got two bones. The one closest to your big toe is the tibia, and the little bone, which is closest to your little toe, is called the fibula. Then you have the small bones in your foot. Those are called tarsals. And then the bones that are kind of like stretching out from those are the metatarsals. And then finally, your toes are also called phalanges. So your fingers and toes are both called phalanges. So when you look up here, now we have the collarbone, also known as the clavicle. And then this your shoulder blade. It's kind of hard to see in this picture. The scapula. These bones that come across here and they kind of protect your lungs and other organs like your heart. Those are called ribs. And then back to your spine again. This is the kind of lower middle part of your spine that's called the lumbar vertebrae. This large bone in your pelvis is called the ilium, where the small loop down here is the ischium. Oops, I think I just gave that one away. That long bone there in your thigh is called the femur. The femur is very important for determining height, but you can also use it sometimes to indicate race. Then down here we have the kneecap, which is also known as the patella. Okay, hope you guys did a good job on that and you know what those bones are. So here I am. I'm back again. Good to see you. That's it for today for this video. Go ahead and do the assignment, turn that in, and I'll give you a grade for that. You guys are doing a really good job getting your work in for the e-learning. So remember, all of the assignments that are assigned on Monday and Tuesday are due Wednesday at midnight, and then the assignments that are assigned on Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday are due at Sunday at midnight. But I think we're going to be leaving those lessons open. So if you don't get a chance to get it done, then you will have more time so that you can get those done. I know some people are having problems with Wi-Fi and all kinds of other issues. So do the best you can, and we're going to help you out the best way we can. So have a great day. See ya.